Hello everyone, this is Isaac.
This is Darren.
And we are True Masters and Morons. And as you saw, I was the moron of the week. Due to me losing that audio, we're going to go ahead and sit here for a couple minutes explaining what happened during the lost time. And
you'll see some video clips to help explain that, so it's not just us being boring.
Indeed. So, last episode, we read a couple of notes, which we will read again, because one of them is actually really interesting, and the other one is story-based. We had then about a 5-minute conversation with Darius, where we found out that he is from Romania, along with Dorothy Crane. He's been helping her do this whole thing. We then go attempt to save a patient by giving him a tracheotomy. Doesn't work. We paused for a second, Googled. It's impossible to save him. He dies no matter what. We then talked with Dorothy about her
blackmailing shenanigans.
Yes, her blackmailing shenanigans. We ended up using the charm option, which was, you'll forget about all of this. It was literally a mind, you will forget everything, rah.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
Yeah. Found out after that that was not the best option. It was the second best option, but it was not the absolute best option of the game. And so we will see the repercussions of that from here on out.
And as you might have guessed, I know we've mentioned it before, but as you might have guessed, based on the fact that we're retelling all of this as opposed to just, playing that section over again, we can't go redo that and make it better even if we wanted to. So,
yep, no,
which this would be
tried.
the perfect excuse to do. This would actually be the legitimately perfect excuse to do that.
Right.
But
I did legitimately try to load, but it's just one save, autosave. Games like that will prevent that every time. We ended with fighting the Pruin who had decided to come into the courtyard for some reason, and yet
despite all the gates still being locked and the guy in there being unharmed.
Exactly, despite all the gates being locked and despite Petrescu being fine. And then I think that was about it. Everything else
was it. So without further ado, let's read some letters, and so we can actually get on to doing stuff.
Alright,
guys.
The antique figure of the Vrikolakas. Of my many journeys, I believe I was the most amazed by my exploration of the Mediterranean Isles, and particularly the island of Santorini, searching for traces of vampire presence in these sunburnt lands. Herodotus himself refers to the island in his 4th book, and I'm personally convinced that there are many mysteries to be unveiled in this part of the world. Who knows that even today, the island of Santorini is still considered by some as the most vampire-infested place in the world.
Bum, bum, bum.
Way more than the Carpathians, and that its inhabitants are considered as specialists of the vampire hunt. Or the hunt for Vrikolakas, as they call this creature. According to local myths, the Vrikolakas is a dead person who does not decay, and who can show a vermilion complexion as long as he is gorged with fresh blood. He cannot enter a house without knocking and getting a response. Garlic makes him flee. He does not consume under the sun, but his skin blackens. He can change into a wolf and other animals. What struck me most is that the same name exists, with small variations, from Mediterranean Sea to the Balkans. The Greeks call him the Vrikolakas. The Bulgarians and the Macedonians name him Varkolak, or Varkolak. The Serbians call him Vukodlak. Yes, Vukodlak, a name so similar to the Volkod we already know. My dear brothers, just to write the few words now gives me the shivers. I'm personally convinced that we are here confronted to some of proto-vampire.
Yep, no, that is listening. That is missing the some sort of.
You know what? That's what's written. I'm just reading what's written. Maybe they are a missing link between the modern vampires and the creatures that came before them. If God allows me enough time, I wish one day to go back to the Santorini island and find the trail of this antique and forgotten figure. From Drinking at the Fountain of Knowledge by Usher Taltree, Primate of St. Paul.
Letter to Nurse Crane. London, 31st October. My dear Dorothea, when you read this letter, I will be on a boat that will take Anton and me back to Brasov. I don't know what I'm doing with my accent anymore. England was not for us, and I confess I cannot wait to see again the proud hills of Transylvania. As soon as we are there, I promise I'll light a candle in the Black Church and pray for you to survive this terrible epidemic. I know that you do not agree with this decision, and that you are determined to be more useful helping our comrades exiled in the East End. But Anton cannot wait to return to our beloved country and see our long-awaited revolution bloom. He is my husband, and I will stay by his side. I know we had our arguments and our fights. I know that you would have wanted me to stand by your side and help you manage this clinic of yours. But now that I'm leaving England, be assured that if anything would happen to you, if you were ever in great trouble or danger, I would come back immediately to London, with or without Anton. Please think of me as much as I think of you. I am your affectionate sister, Theodora.
At least as fast as I can, which will be at least 6 months due to travel and receiving the letter.
At least, yeah. And by immediately, I mean half a year from now, at the absolute soonest. So, that was last episode.
That was last episode. That was everything we had.
Stop standing there.
I refuse. I will stand as long as I feel so inclined as to stand.
You can stand as long as you like when the camera's not rolling, son. You want to spend your days standing there? You go for it. You know, we were actually, do you know where you're going?
There it is. I do now. I just needed to track it.
No, we actually, we're filming this the day after we did our third Odyssey live stream.
Yep.
And there was somebody talking about a glitch in Odyssey that they fixed where you could do this thing in one of the expansions that lets you farm XP forever just by, you know, teabagging somebody that you hired. And apparently, when it was functional, you could literally go from level 1 to level 99 in 3 hours. All you did was sit there and teabag.
Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
What's going on? Hang on, something's actually happening here. Oh, this is blocked off.
Why don't you look in your little...
Oh, he's being attacked. There's a Pruin being attacked.
There's several Pruin fighting a ghoul thing.
Nope, okay, I can't. I have to go the long way. Alright, hang on.
Just stick to the shadows. Anyway, the whole point was we were...
Whoa!
Oh. Toby Sheen and Vincent Sheen, Pruin brothers, out to get your goat.
I don't know which one
Along
I want to kill more.
Oh,
and a fourth guy. Wow. All right.
This is a properly laid trap. We'll leave a lot of blood. Why? To lure the vampire in, you dolt. What else would we leave it for?
I don't approve of any of this.
Just don't dodge as much. I don't know. Or bomb them. You do have that big fat AoE bomb, and they are all clustered up on you. I feel like that was the least appropriate sound for that action, which makes it the most appropriate sound.
What?
Ba-boo! For your, it was just on my screen at least. It was perfectly timed with your explosion, so it was great. Stop taking the shotgun to the face.
I don't mean to take anything to the face.
You mean to take the bloody next to your face? You know I'm right. Oh, saved by the bite again.
You know it. I love it. I love it. I love it so much.
At least you were saved by the bite until you decided to waste all your energy dashing back through the mist.
Shut up. No.
But yes, so the basic gist was, like, if you were really wanting to do that hard grind, you could just stand there for 3 hours, essentially. So, yeah, we'll have none of that on screen, dude. None.
Yeah, I won't. I promise not to stand on screen, and I'm on fire, and I'm going to die because I'm on fire.
Why would you just spin in circles like that? Heal!
I'm trying, okay? It takes time for it to recharge. Ah, he's there.
Just don't use all your stuff spinning. You should really kill that guy. That is the one that has been eating you.
They have a classic tank and DPS situation here. The tank looked scary, okay?
Yep, the tank did his job. He taunted you. He really did.
He really did.
He effectively taunted you without any in-game mechanics to allow it to do so, because that's how real taunting works. And, it's like, oh, this is the big mean one. Kill it first. Oh, that was a nice dodge. Didn't plan to do.
Just die.
No.
I was really hoping to hit more than just him with that, but okay.
I mean, you might have gotten back up quite so much. Look, your brother's dead, or your son, or your dad. I can't really make out your age/physical attributes.
I mean, you said brother in the beginning, so that's what I was going with.
That's what I was going with too, but then I'm like, you know, he's so big. I mean, maybe he's an older dude. He looks like a robust older dude, and he could just... Did he just block your bomb?
No, he just wasn't. He just wasn't in it. Oh my gosh, he takes like no damage though.
Right, the mook.
Yeah. Nom 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 nom.
Oh, look at that. That almost does decent damage even. Oh, I so thought he staked you.
I don't think he has a stake. That is the only good thing
about that shield.
Yeah. It's like, I don't have a stake. I just have a really good... I just have a really good shield. Oh, I missed. I was too far back. Ow.
Maybe you should spend some of that blood you're about to fight off of him.
Ah, there's more!
I get the feeling, considering the number you've killed, I think they just keep popping up until the bosses are dead.
That's my guess.
I'm gonna call this your first proper boss fight, because
you
even though I know you have killed other bosses before, this one summons mooks.
Die.
It feels more bossish. I used truncheon. Used on you.
Right?
It's
Okay, hang on. There we go. And there, and there, and
I wish I could beat people with torches as effectively as people beat torches. That's a strange thing to wish for, considering I haven't had to actually need to beat someone in, literally. Need? Ever. Done so... years.
right? Oh.
Well.
Not only did I survive that, I survived that and ended with full health.
ER. Use truncheon.
Offhand melee weapon.
Used to stun. Oh, it's a
Does
15 versus
stun.
your stake. Oh.
But understand, this is a level 3 good pre-win stake. So, there's that.
We'll look into that in between episodes, and maybe it'll be cool.
Yeah.
Grab whatever that is.
Watery blood sample. Oh. That's because...
It's a watery, sturdy blood
sample.
That is
a big rat.
That is a gigantic rat. Reminds me of... our grandmother worked at a raptor preserve, I think is what they're called. It's for meat-eating birds, not raptors, because obviously, except that there's things I shouldn't have to explain to people that I have to explain because people are dumb.
So actually, raptors, that's a type of bird that eats meat. Like, that's what they're called. They are a raptor.
Yes, that's why I said meat-eating birds.
I'm just saying, like, you said not raptors, when in reality, they are raptors.
Right, but the idiot who would be confused by that is the one thinking that dinosaurs were a real thing. So that's what I was trying to explain away.
Okay, okay.
I am in a salty mood today.
You are in a very salty mood today. And,
all right.
I was just gonna let it go, but since you brought it up, I mean...
I mean, if you're gonna just say it.
Yeah, I mean...
Might as well talk about it.
Yeah, like, what's up, dude?
I don't know. I'd have to sit here and think about it, which would require a lot of internal Oh, that's a skull!
These have all been Skull, dude! I've been fighting Skull!
I wasn't paying enough attention. I thought they were all Pruin.
Nope.
I saw suits and thought Skull, because the Skull have always looked more... You know, it's harder to tell how bad off they are when it's not dark. That's interesting. In the light, they look a little bit more put together and a little less full of spikes.
Oh, yeah.
But I was saying something. Oh yeah, the giant rat. So
Raptor
our
preserve.
grandma volunteered at a raptor preserve for a while, and when I was younger, there were a couple mornings I went up and helped her feed them. And
Real
so
quick,
they
for
had,
me, which grandma?
Um,
Dad or mom?
Mom's mom.
Okay, mom.
As of to like, I'm not going to say the name, and then yeah, that would be the obvious.
Yeah, you're not going to say the name. You're going to say
Who?
the relation.
Explain to me which limb of the biological tree they come from. It's all I need. No one else need know. Don't be a fool. It's too late. I am a fool.
Don't be a fool. Don't be a fool.
Where are you going?
I just want to see. I mean, if everything else swapped out, did we get some in here?
Oh, like is it a skull play den now instead of a guard post? I mean, no.
Doesn't look like it, but
That's not what happened. But back to the story you're doing. So they fed them rats. And they weren't like live rats. Like there's literally a freezer, like a walk-in freezer off in the corner of the property somewhere that was just full of rats, frozen rats. That they obviously bought from somewhere because that's how this would be. They're all nice, clean, and whatever. But and each bird got a rat. One rat for breakfast. One day I was in there with her. There was this gigantor rat. Like, we're talking... Oh my, it was like, I don't know, the size of a weasel or it was huge.
huge rat. Okay.
Huge rat. It was so huge that that Grandma was like, oh, okay. And she grabs a cleaver from I don't know where. And just chops it in half. It's like, it's big enough, it's 2 rats. And so 2 birds got a half rat that day that was the size of a normal rat.
What the crap?
Wow, you went so far the wrong way.
I did.
There was just a cleaver in the in the freezer full of rats, which sounds like a set piece from a horror movie somewhere.
Right? Like, I know about the whole feeding mice and rats to birds thing. Sarah's a huge, bird fan. She also volunteered at a bird rescue, and they had a raptor section. So, like, I know about all of that, but cleaving a giant rat in twain so that 2 birds can get half of a rat that equals a normal rat, that's a lot of rat.
It was the biggest rat I've seen in my entire life. I've never seen a rat that large ever before or since. But that was the thing that happened. And so yeah, looking at that rat that was staked to the ground, like that's the kind of size we're looking at. It was enormous.
It was a fat rat. Okay,
I'm
gonna have to go through I don't wanna. They murdered me last time.
Cry over it, dude. You're significantly more powerful than you were before. You're significantly more powerful than you were before. You could blood vision, so you know where they are. And now run away. Because where you're going is right there. Oh. The big un. Pardon me while I casually walk up to you. Ah! This one has a stake. This one has a stake. Oh no. Yes.
Yes, he has a stake. You are correct. Oh, you are still really beefy. All right.
They're all really beefy. He's the only unit type in the game that's taller than you, because apparently Johnson is quite tall, unless you're a Pruin brawler.
I am.
Shield. Oh. And Juffy. Oh. He has friends. He brought friends.
Yes, but now he is dead, so it does not matter. And I'm dead.
But now he is dead, so it does not matter. Was he talking about his enemy or himself? We'll see in a minute.
Shut up. I mean, that's literally Deadpool's punishment, is he's not allowed to know her sweet kiss.
Why'd you have to make it weird?
What do you mean? That's not weird, it's just true.
Okay, true and not... We're having this conversation on screen. No, screw it. True and not weird are not... true and weird are not mutually exclusive. It can be true and weird.
Yeah.
There are funguses that literally mind control you.
There we go.
That's a thing.
That is a thing.
That is true and it is weird. Egad. Victory is yours.
I'm alive.
Still alive. Not technically breathing. But that's okay.
That took 3 tries and many different choices.
Are you backtracking? Okay, that's a corpse. Oh, we can just loot it. That's right. It's a game, Taryn. You loot corpses. That's a thing. God. I'm like, what clue is this body leading us to?
Hang on, what? There's a hole. There's a perfectly sized hole. I want to look through it.
You
Fine.
can't crouch in this game. There is no looking through. You can look over the wall, though.
Oh, I know. I can turn into smoke. Ugh.
Well, now remember, you're not actually turning into smoke. You're not actually teleporting. According to the very codices we've read, you are in fact moving so quickly that the human eye can no longer follow your movements. Yeah.
Hang on. Is this the cemetery? Okay, I'm here. So he's
Did you just say, is this the cemetery? Did you just walk into this and say, is this the cemetery?
Shut up.
If this is not the cemetery, I am horrified at this town.
Oh, there's a widow in distress. I have to go save the widow.
Hello, unknown lady with the classy bonnet.
Ow.
Well, you did walk past him and hit his friends. So. Oh, yeah, that's the damage I like.
Oh, I'm breaking tombstones. That's how beefy I am when I move quickly.
Well, again, I mean, you're moving at speeds faster than the human eye can see. I mean, there should probably be a sonic boom. I don't even know. I'm not sure what the cutoff, what the minimum speed is for that, but.
Oh my gosh. Oh no!
I'm so sorry.
No!
Oh.
One more time! If I had been targeting him, I think I could have done it. I wasn't targeting him.
That's good to know. You can multi-hit with your stake of death there, so that's nice.
If they're close enough, yeah.
Just bomb at your feet right now.
If I could do that, I would. You have to bomb on a person.
No, if you untarget, it bombs on you.
Oh, come on! You! There. One down. I can do this. Ooh, no!
You're not great at dodging the jump today.
Shut up! You're right, but shut up!
It was more of an observation, because actually normally you're very good at that. And it is not coming to you today. Like, you're pulling the classic vampire now, just pulling the fight away from the mortal view, from their lie. It's like, no one knows what I am capable of. I am...
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
What do you want?
Nothing. I want nothing. I want them to die. That's all I want.
I just want wanton murder, lady. Back off.
I mean, is it murder if they're already basically dead?
Yes.
Well, that's not fair.
If it makes you feel better, I would classify this as self-defense at this point, but if your only qualification is whether they're alive or undead, yes, it's still murder.
Well, but you can't murder something that's dead.
Well, normally something that's dead can't leap 20 feet and bite your face off either, and yet here we are.
I would argue the semantics with you, but I don't care enough to.
I'm just saying, if you can murder undead, you can't murder the dead, but you can murder undead. I feel that.
I'm the winner!
Victory!
That'll be mine at last.
At last. I love that dumb thing.
Are you all right, miss?
I don't know. Who were those people? They wanted to kill me. Why?
They've lost their minds.
Why did you bite
in the
their necks?
epidemic. They won't come back for now.
You seem to know a lot about them,
Well, I
sir.
know that. I
I'm
saw you
Dr.
chop the
Jonathan
one's
Reed.
face in just there.
I am Shaoshun.
Of course they're not coming back.
Thank you
Who
so
co-
much
who comes
for
back from
helping
that?
me, Mr. Reed. I must go to the cemetery now.
You're Asian?
Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye.
Oh, right, because you just found her.
Carnage.
Yeah.
Is Father Whitaker's disciple among
Oh.
the bodies, I wonder? This man's
Oh.
far too old to be Samuel.
Oh!
Yeah, that's what I was owing at.
No. By the look of his clothes, this man's a docker.
That's a lot of dead people that she was in a room with.
I mean, she did run in there to lock herself away from the things, but yeah, I mean, that could
Samuel
be
isn't
questionably
here.
problematic.
I had better follow the blood trail.
You hear, Isaac? You hear that, Isaac? You're gonna have to follow that trail! That trail.
The trail
That he
of
bled.
blood! Yeah, that he bled. That was so much better.
Turn around?
Where is this blood?
I say, let's
Hang
go
on.
back in there and see if it points to somewhere. Oh, there's a person. Oh, it's her.
There we go.
That trail that we bled! I'm so glad that I was able to use that. I was really... There's a thing up on your left, like a quote-unquote living thing up that hill.
Oh, up that hill? Well, we're following the blood.
Following the bleeder, the bleeder, the bleeder. We're following the bleeder, wherever he may go.
Lots of rats and at least 2 skull, if not more.
As I feared. Samuel no longer preaches the good word.
Either he's dead, or he's dead.
Oh, got too close. Oh, you're one of those. You die now.
Oh, it's Samuel, yeah.
Oh, well, never mind. Your partner dies first, then you are way too beefy to have you have rounds on you first.
Yep, I'm like, yeah, that's a lot of damage he's ignoring right now. Ah! Ow. Right now. Oh, stabbo. Hello, Samuel. So,
I'm out of
did you get a good look at that guy that was stabbed to death on the altar?
I got a good look at the spear sticking out of his chest.
Okay. I mean, he looked
Didn't
to me like he was just a dude in a suit. Am I wrong in that?
I think that it was a dude in a, like, jumpsuit. I think it... Oh!
That was half your life.
That was literally half my life.
Ooh, okay, don't let him jump you. Got it. Oh, wow. Oh. I forget. Does red mean he's vulnerable to it or not?
I don't remember, if I'm being
Because he did not take much damage from that. Dude,
all right.
Samuel's a beast.
It's time.
This time.
Bringing out the big guns!
Oh, okay. I didn't realize you changed weapons. I'm like, what's it time for? What are we doing?
Oh my gosh, I'm still doing, like, nothing.
No, you're doing significantly more now, actually.
But
You're like-
still...
40 to
109
60
I'm
points.
sometimes doing here. Ow.
Oh, you're doing it in the 60s. I was saying you're doing like 40 to 60 points more. Remember, he only does the jump thing if you're far away, I think. If he's like the other skulls. Getting too much
I need blood.
Nom. Nom, nom, nom. Give me the blue. I will have it.
Just die!
And Isaac, we are at time. Should we read this next time or finish it off with this?
Yeah, we'll read this next time. So, we just got his personal diary. If you want to pause it here, you can read it yourself, or you can wait until next week, when I'll read it for you. If you want to see more of this or any other video, or Let's Play lore, etc., let us know what you want to see in the comments down below. In the meantime, this has been True Masters and Morons, signing off. Oh my gosh, that was an hour-long audio! Thanks for watching this video. If you'd like to see more like it, hit that subscribe orb.
To see our last Let's Play, click or tap the link on the right.
For our last lore video, click the link on the left.
Thank you to all of our patrons for making these videos possible.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.